Hello and welcome to Fly Palmy Arena. Wet and windy outside, dry and warm inside. The fans are in, they're dressed, they're ready to go. It's a sea of green as the Jets prepare to take on the Rams. Gotta love it in the Sal's NBL. The fans never disappoint. Hope you're well. Justin Nelson with you, sitting right alongside me, Casey Frank. Where's your green?
Where's my green? I'm officially not a Jets fan. I'm here. I'm non-parochial in this game. I just want to see great basketball.
How good is it to see, though, the fans?
Fantastic turnout today. They are here with finals hope still burning. Despite an up and down season, they have a chance, and that's all you're asking for at this part of the season.
Well, round 14, it is the penultimate round. The final 6 is not too far away. Games and results so far. Have a look at this. The Rams get the Sharks on Thursday night. Giants under man go down to the Nuggets. Saints and the Jets, bit of spice in that one last night. The Bulls and the Airs. The Bulls too good at the Stockyard. And how about this? The Hawks take down the Tuatara, top of the ladder team. Their first loss in 11 games, and the Hawks are still alive.
No Ethan Rusbatch still being able to come out, get that victory. Fantastic team performance. Really big by Jerome Ruakawa down the stretch, but here we are on the table. Tuatara still up top. The Hawks have leapt into 6th place behind the Saints, and we've been doing some math, Justin. What do we figure out?
Well, what we know at the moment is the Saints look like, regardless of next week, that they will make it, because on a 3-way tie with the Hawks and the Giants, who can both end on 16, they do top the mini ladder. That's our calculations. Please do not rely on us.
To be approved by the league office.
Well, Troy Baxter Jr. is back in for the Rams tonight. Missed Thursday against the Sharks with a bit of a niggle. Taylor Britt, Tevin Brown, Walter Brown, Max Darling and Tom Webley are the starters. But no doubt, Baxter Jr. comes in with some good numbers this season, and if he fires tonight, look out.
Well, when he's at his best, he is playing above the rim, shooting the ball from 3, and a force on both ends of the court, especially with shot blocking. When he's not at his best, he can be a detriment to the team at times. So if he's locked in, it makes things a lot easier for this Rams team to get it done.
Okay, so you had a chat with him a little bit earlier on. Let's have a listen to Troy Baxter Jr.
Well, Troy, coming up towards the end of the season and a rematch against the Manawatu Jets, who got you guys the first time around, thanks in large part to 20 offensive rebounds. How are you going to keep an aggressive team off the glass this time around?
It's just simple and plain. We just have to box them out. The last game that we played them, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd game of the season. We weren't really that physical with them. We went over film. We practiced all week preparing for them. So now, you know, we just got to do the job. We just got to do the dirty work. They're a real team that's fast-paced, physical. So we just got to match their energy.
And when you look inside your own camp coming up, trying to secure a top 3 spot with a couple of wins to finish the season, what are your points of concentration looking at what you want to do offensively and defensively?
Offensively, just let the game come to me. Heading into the playoffs, it's going to become a different game. We pretty much played every team. We saw everybody's best punch. So we really just have to dive deep into more film. You know, we just have to learn every team's tendencies, and with us, we just got to capitalize off everybody's mistakes. So,
appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Well, the Jets come in off a grinding and bruising game against the Saints last night. Boy, was it physical. Blake, Heron, Pippen, Judd and Ledger to start. 24 hours in between that game last night. Renewed energy, renewed focus for this one.
Renewed focus, certainly, because as physically draining as it might have been, it's emotionally draining as well. And that's a lot to go through in a short amount of time. They have to be able to bounce back, turn that frown upside down, and find a way to be at their best today.
Well, Mustafa Heron has been one of the leaders for the Jets this season. His numbers are very, very good. He's also one of the leading scorers in the competition.
One of the leading scorers in the competition, and was fantastic last time out against the Rams with 32 points, with 3 for 4 shooting from the 3-point line. When he plays at that level, this team becomes just so dangerous with the ball in his and Javion Blake's hands. Danny Pippen with his scoring threat as well. Those 3 have to be at their best to give this team a good shot today.
Well, you also caught up with Mustafa Heron a short time ago. Let's check in with him now.
Well, Mustafa, early in the season, you were able to get the Rams on their own home court thanks in large parts to 20 offensive rebounds and an excellent performance from yourself. How do you come out today and try and replicate that in an important game down the stretch?
Like you said, offensive rebounding was key for us, and I think our defense was key as well. Good shooting days happen, for everybody. So, we're looking to just, get up and down and play defense and an offensive rebound, and I think the rest will take care of itself.
And coming back-to-back games, less than 24 hours after a physical contest with a lot of emotion, how do you guys get yourself recentered back to the play and to the foundation of trying to get a win today, putting that one behind you?
It's a new day. As soon as the game is over last night, we kind of just, we look at it, learn from it, and then it's over. You can't get that back. It's a new day, so we just try to come out, play hard, and we'll get another win today.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good luck today.
Let's have a look at the TAB head-to-head for this one. Casey, what do you make of it?
Well, the Jets are first in the league in three-point rate. They high value when it's going well, it goes well for them, and they get wins. The Rams, 7th in the competition rate overall, but 3rd in attempts, so they don't have that same level of value. But you look at the points in the paint. When the Jets are playing their best, they're not the 10th best scoring team down low. They're much more effective on the interior. And if they can get that up to match the Rams' interior attack, that's what's going to give them a chance.
Official stats partner of the NZNBL, the TAB. Our coin officials for this one, Melanie O'Connor, Sampan and Reagan Ashley with the whistles. Not too far away from a start tonight. There's Tevin Brown, switched on, ready to go, getting the last instructions from Coach Judd Flavel. Walter Brown, young star, of course, for the Rams. And the Jets in their final home game of the season. Big crowd in attendance for this one. And the Jets, still a chance to make it. They must win tonight, and they must take down the Hawks next week.
Absolutely no room for error for them. They have to win out. They've put themselves in a difficult position, but a difficult position is sometimes the best one to be. You come to your best when you're between a rock and a hard place. You toughen up, you play your best, and you provide for this fan group, this fan base that has supported you all season long, something to cheer for. If you get a win today, keep that season alive.
Speaking of keeping the season alive, if you've just joined us, the Hawks have just taken down the Tuatara. The Aucklanders, 10 straight wins before that loss. The Hawks get home by 12. Just about set to go for this one. Javion Blake, big performance from him last night in that heavy defeat to the Saints. One bit of news for the Jets out of that one, of course, Danny Pippen was ejected. He's going to be nice and fresh for this one tonight.
Well, not that fresh. He still played 10 hard minutes. A little lighter in the pocketbook, but he's got to be pleased with a chance to bounce back. I heard he was extremely disappointed with the result last night. Blamed himself a lot. Well, he's got a chance to make that out. And we have the ball carrier just came out. Josh Ryan, Special Olympics Manawatu 10-pin bowler who just returned from attending the World Summer Games, where he won 2 bronze medals in 10-pin bowling.
Nice work, Josh. Got to admit, I'm not that good at 10-pin bowling. You'd put me to shame.
I mean, I'd like to think I'm good at anything, but I'm pretty sure he'd spank me. If he's winning winning bronze medals, I don't have much of a chance there.
Underway, and it's going to be the Rams off that jump who take possession from the side. The Rams, of course, need to continue their winning ways as well. They are headed to the final 6. The Jets desperately needing this one tonight to stay in contention. A loss and their season is done. Webley, shot clock ticking down. Tevin Brown, don't worry about it. 24 seconds, done and dusted. Jets ball.
I like that activity from Josh Ledger. He knows that Webley's not a great shooter outside, but he doesn't just let him have the passing lanes. Hands up, active, gets a hand on the ball, takes away the ability for the Rams to get a shot attempt there.
First opportunity for the Jets tonight. Here's Javion Blake. Has starred this season in the NZNBL. Ledger, Webley right there with him. Heron now. Tevin Brown with that matchup. Keep an eye on that one tonight. Picks up the dribble. Down low, Ledger, Webley. Ledger over the top, misses. Judd can't keep it going, and still no score.
Well, you see, it's going to be a physical contest today. Both teams put a lot of their bodies on the line early.
Brown, Webley inside off the glass. Can't get it to go.
Expecting some contact there, but the Jets defense does a good job of defending without it.
Javion Blake, he's got the mismatch here, and he knows it. Fronts up to Webley, goes over the top. That one will be short.
Well, off to such a hot start last night against the Saints. Had 15 points at quarter time. Does not emulate that with his first shot today.
Here's Taylor Britt. Webley looking to seal inside. Steps out, sets the screen. Taylor Britt getting busy. Walter Brown off the hand there of Javion Blake. Put that down for a block.
Excellent defense, great challenge, and giving the Jets another chance to take the early lead.
Here's Pippen, short corner with Darling. Good matchup over the top. That's short as well. Nearly 2 minutes in. Goose eggs, no scorers yet.
So both teams playing with nice pace, creating good looks, but not able to execute that finish just yet.
Walter Brown down to Webley. Banging bodies with Ledger. Hooks it in over the top, and that one bobbles out.
Well, does everything he needed to do, just can't quite find the range there. Decent defense from Ledger.
Sal's NBL action, Sunday night session. The Jets and the Rams whistle.
Well, foul called as Mustafa Heron had that size advantage in the post. Taylor Britt guarded him down there. It's an excellent opportunity to go. And Taylor Britt doesn't have a real good matchup anywhere around here. They're going with the length of Walter Brown on Javion Blake, meaning Britt's got to guard Liam Judd, who lets free there.
Pippen, terrific pass inside. Super slick. And young Liam Judd will head to the TAB for the first time tonight.
And the Jets get a lot of activity out of that action, that post entry with those backdoor cuts from the top, allowing for that play to develop, cutting without the basketball, getting himself wide open underneath.
Here's Judd at the coloured stripe, makes the first, and we finally have the opening point of the night.
Well, you wouldn't expect a free-flowing offensive game where there's this much at stake. The Rams still playing for that third seed. They've got a chance to move up and get themselves in better position, possibly even higher if things go their way.
And of course, the Jets still playing to keep their season alive. Taylor Britt, hard to the basket, good defense again, Jets.
Danny Pippen thought the better of that outlet pass. He had a chance with Heron deep.
Here is Pippen, quick feet. Pass inside, Ledger turns it around. This crowd up and about.
A lovely pass from Danny Pippen off the bounce. And Josh Ledger has to catch that one low with the spin move afterwards and a nice finish. Good action from the Jets on that play.
Tevin Brown taking some contact.
Surprised not to see a whistle there. A little bit grindy early.
Goes over the top of Webley and a couple of defenders. Miss. Max Darling keeps it alive.
Both players thought the other was going to get it. You got to hustle down those plays.
And Darling drains the triple. The Rams with their first points here at Fly Palmy Arena.
Second chance opportunities kill you.
Don't forget the Jets beat the Rams by 4 earlier this season. Big shot.
Well, Josh Ledger, he's got the ability to hit from out there, but the Rams are much happy to see him shooting than any of the three imports.
No doubt about that. First quarter action. Here's Tevin Brown. Lots of fans, Rams fans watching on tonight. Tevin Brown, that one in and out. Pippen with the rebound. Here's Heron. Quickly on the floor, picks it up, does well off the left.
That is a lovely bit of touch shown there. A little bit off balance as he lost his footing, but still has that beautiful skill set, hitting that runner in the lane.
His opening basket of the contest. Darling to Brown, turns the corner, tries to dump it back. May have just come off the hip of Danny Pippen, it did.
And the Jets are staying well attached coming off this action, keeping their hands in the passing lane. And Coach Judd Flavel, he's bringing in the big guns early. Galen Smith straight into the game, as is Troy Baxter Jr. That is a lot of talent coming off the bench when you got two imports. Not to mention Corey Webster, who's also in the game.
You can add Corey to that trio.
Those three guys, most teams in this league would be pretty happy to have them starting for him.
Here is Webster, his first key touch tonight. Baxter Jr. with the shot, a little bit deep. Oh, there's a push on the rebound. That'll go against Ledger.
Oh, not sure about that contact. It looked like Smith was committed forward. Yeah, there was a little bit of grind between Ledger and Smith there as Baxter Jr. takes the contested three. Yeah, tough to see from that angle. They're tied up, but this is going to be a physical one. Those bigs are going to be locking arms all night long.
Webster. A little bit of space here. He doesn't mind it. Usually completes, getting up strong. A couple of attempts for Galen Smith go missing.
Well, they're staying with it. Transition comes back to you quick.
And Heron off off the glass. Couple of baskets for him.
And I think the Jets have to continue to look there. It's going to be tough to dig deep and play back-to-back, but they have advantage in transition. They've missed a few opportunities. First one they've taken them.
Out by 5 early. The team in green. Walter Brown under some pressure here. That one doesn't go down.
And we talk a lot about Walter Brown as a young player, but back we go. Judd with a beautiful finish.
Huge basket for the Jets. Judd Flevel's seen enough. He wants a timeout.
And I was about to say, we're talking a lot about Walter Brown as that excellent youth player, but Liam Judd, he's on that list of one of the up-and-coming young fellas, and he shows why. A fantastic finish, the body control and the awareness in midair to catch that on one side and finish on the other. Javion Blake saying, go for it, I'm gonna get you. And look at that finish on the other side of the rim. That is pretty in transition.
And what I like from the Jets, last 2 dimes down the floor, very, very quick. Judd Flevel with the timeout. He wants to chat. Let's listen in.
When that shot was taken, don't stand in your spots. You're either moving to the basket or you're moving back. Safety, make sure you got that shit under control, right? Hey, the last look, I like it. At the rim, love it. We're gonna make those ones, okay? With this one right here, it goes thumbs two, right? So you're making that catch, work off that flare, right? You got the flare screen on that one. You too, if he doesn't drive straight away, you got the ball screen, okay? Right, keep heat on the rim, Let's go.
Judd Flevel, one of the very best coaches going around. Team merch, there's the QR code. With thanks to New Balance, get in there and pick your favorite team merch from the NZNBL. Just getting back to that transition. Have a look at this from the Jets. There's Heron's first basket. His second one, serious speed down the floor.
When they're looking up, they're kicking it ahead. They have opportunities. The Rams have been slow to get back off the glass. They have 3 offensive rebounds, but they might need to commit less bodies there to take away these opportunities of the Jets.
Back underway. Let's see how the Rams respond out of that timeout. Here's Webster. Down to Smith now with Ledger. Bumping and grinding. Galen Smith up over the top. Quality basket.
Well, good patient move down there. The double doesn't come. He's got the size and probably strength advantage in that matchup. Goes to the right hand for the soft finish.
It's about to make some changes as well. Marcel Jones not too far away from entering the game. Some cross screen action down low. Blake comes off it up high. Quinn Clinton there with him. Around the body, a Ledger from the TAB is good.
Just excellent patience. He's got good defenders draped all over him, but he gets to his spot and shows up that smooth jump shot.
Here's Clinton. Now Blake has to play the defensive role, and Smith back-to-back baskets for the Rams.
Galen Smith's so effective out of as a roll man in the on ball. He's got a real affinity for setting a quality screen, opening up that dribbling room for the guard, and then the catching and finishing ability. You see it there? Nice screen. Look at that advantage he creates for Quinn Clinton, and then he catches there. Doesn't force anything. Takes what the defense gives him with that little mid-range push hook.
8 points a game since coming in mid-season. Galen Smith. Some early baskets tonight. Speaking of early baskets, Mustafa Heron up to 7.
Well, Corey Webster was concerned about the drive. He was playing off as that speed and size was coming at him, but the step back gives him the space to hit that triple.
Can Webster respond? Not on this occasion. Pippen, nice rebound. One arm held down, up quickly and strongly to Marcel Jones.
Well, Marcel Jones deterred there by Corey Webster, who defends physically without fouling. Nice job of getting back in that trans defense to take away an easy opportunity.
Named in the Tall Black squad for the World Cup, Corey Webster and Galen Smith, another 2.
Off the on ball once again. Great action off of that. It doesn't really matter who the ball handler is. He's a threat as the roll man.
He has 6 already tonight. Pippen over the top.
Grady Pippen, the second. He likes to get involved. Hasn't had the ball in hand, and might have forced that one.
Baxter Jr. hard to the basket. Too much on it. Javion Blake quickly up and running and moving, and Scott finishes.
Well, Javion Blake is winning the fast break really well right now. Looking ahead, seeing where his options are. When he's covered, he's got those guys on the lane to take advantage of.
Loving this speed from the Jets tonight. I'm waiting for the sonic boom, Casey. Foul call.
A legal screen on that one. As Smith was a little bit perplexed, thinking he was set well on that one, but the whistle comes regardless. And just something that the bigs have to be so conscious of this season, with that emphasis on freedom of movement for defenders coming off of that area.
We saw the Hawks win earlier tonight, Casey, to keep their final 6 aspirations alive. If the Jets win tonight, they too keep their final 6 chances alive. Guess who those two play each other next week?
Who do they play?
They play each other.
Oh, is that what that is?
Looking forward to that. Kaya Isaac all the way to the basket. Nice work, young man.
And turnovers are going to be the death of the Jets offense. They do a great job all season. They have done all season long of taking care of the basketball, but those live ball into straight fast break turnovers are really detrimental.
Momosia into the game, giving Blake a rest. Tangled up, down low. That'll be a foul on Isaac.
But I don't mind that kind of effort from Kaya Isaac. He's got that excellent strength for a guard in that swing position, and he was able to go down there, bang with Danny Pippen. You can't make it easy for him. And if anything, he does have those fouls to give, just a little bit handsy.
Another shot coming off the hand of Heron. Misses on that occasion. Baxter Jr. may go coast to coast. I reckon that's come off his leg. So too do the Jets players. But the Rams will get it back.
Well, Marcel Jones on an island in that transition defensive possession there. Troy Baxter Jr. putting on the Jets, but has no freedom of movement in the half court. Jets doing a nice job of playing him physically and closing that space so he can't get up off the ground.
Isaac coming off a pair of screens. Quinn Clinton now goes to work on young Cam Scott off the glass. It's a miss. Look who comes up with it. Yet again, Galen Smith, who has been involved in everything in this opening quarter, is fouled. And he's got the chance from the TAB to add another 2. Here it is.
Well, just digs his way in. Look at that position. He backs his way out. Mustafa Heron just doesn't have the bone marrow to keep him from getting where he wants to go. Smith already 6 points, 2 rebounds, and just the 1 foul on the illegal screen. 3 of 4 from the field as well.
Join the TAB, deposit $10, and get a free $50 bonus bet. Official stats partner of the NZNBL, the TAB. T's and C's apply, R18, and please bet responsibly. Galen Smith from the stripe has 7 in the game already. The 8th one doesn't go down. He'll get another shot though.
Oh, lane violation.
Don't see that too often.
I was looking the other direction down at the stats there, so I didn't see who was in early. Might have been Marcel Jones there. Gotta keep that scourge out of the game.
And it delivers a point for the Rams. Maybe an all-important point come the end of tonight's action. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, though, the Jets lead it by 4. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's Mustafa Heron. He's been big in this first quarter. Pippen getting busy. Ball on the floor, banging bodies. Goes back to his creative shooting guard. Pippen inside, outside. Cam Scott gets one in the air. That was Webster flying through, misses the shot.
Nice defense by Corey Webster there, contesting and making it difficult. Gets rewarded in transition.
And in transition, he may add 2. Just doesn't get the angle right.
And just enough for Pep Momosia there to dissuade, but a bad turnover by Scott in transition.
And look at that, the Webster pass to Kaya Isaac.
Those live ball turnovers at half court, the Jets just have to eliminate those. That's too easy for a Rams team that's going to find the form in the half court sooner or later.
And with that, they've brought it back to within 2. So nice steadying run from the Rams. Jones inside, Pippen mismatch, goes up strong. He's fouled.
Kyle Isaac, he was trying to accentuate the contact there when he went down. A big battle between these two inside. And yeah, I can see what Kyle Isaac's saying there. Danny Pippen drops the shoulder and gets into him. But that's the way that battle's going. He's getting away with a lot, trying to keep his position from getting too deep, battling him out. Danny Pippen brought that physicality back to him after the catch.
Here's Danny Pippen. Was involved in plenty of the action last night against the Saints. And the TAB puts the first one away. Started confidently tonight. It's been a good contest early here at Fly Palmy Arena. Has a long, hard look and think about it. Second one, straight down, bang.
What I've been impressed by is that the Jets have been able to have Javion Blake on the bench for the last couple of minutes. Valuable time for him to recover after playing big minutes last night. We have a double foul here of Mustafa Herod and Corey Webster. Oh, sorry, not a double foul. Sky City player timeout. Those two calls are very similar.
It looked like it for a minute, didn't it? Sky City player timeout here, which will give the Rams the chance to advance the ball, of course. New innovation in season 2023. It's been a lot of fun with thanks to Sky City, who also have tickets to the big game. There's one round left before the final 6, so for all the groups out there, community sport, schooling groups, there's the QR code, scan away and get some free tickets to the NZNBL with thanks to Sky City.
Fans up and down the country have been able to enjoy some games live and in person because of that program. A fantastic initiative this season.
Well, the Rams have used it early as well. Let's see what Webster does. He goes it alone and it rolls in and out.
Oh, that certainly looked like it was off the hand of Troy Baxter Jr. And that is the quarter.
So there we go. Quarter time here. Ignore our clock on the screen. I can assure you that the first quarter has elapsed. And it is the Jets leading by 4. Just waiting to see what was going out on the court. The Rams thought they may have had an opportunity to shoot, but that's not going to happen. That is the break at quarter time. The Jets out by 4. We'll be back right after this. Well, a quick fire start tonight for the Jets. They got out to an early lead and then the Rams came back late. Tough game. Jets lead it by 4, just about set to go with the second quarter.
And one area of concern for the Jets early, they've already given up 5 offensive rebounds. Love that activity from the Rams, creating second chance opportunities. But just 6 for 22 from the field.
Let's head down to the sidelines and catch up with Rams coach Judd Flavel. Judd?
No push off?
Good things, bad things from the first quarter. Sorry to interrupt you there, Judd. Well and truly in the game. Just some good and some bad from that first quarter. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, plenty of thoughts, to be fair. But ones that we can control, you know, defensive transition, get it back, did a better job in their second half of that quarter. But yeah, too many leak outs for them on the defensive end.
What are you seeing in the half court? You're 6 for 22 from the field, but 2 of those are fast break layups. What are the Jets doing that are limiting your options there?
Well, I think their ball screen coverage, they were quite aggressive early on. But, you know, we've got a focus point right now attacking the basket. We've had a lot of good looks around the basket. We've missed some that we really like. So we're going to continue to push that way.
Cheers, Judd. We'll let you get back to work, mate. You're right in the thick of the action at the moment. Always great to catch up with our coaches. Oh, Galen Smith. He's had a big say in this game so far.
Yeah, and once again, the all-ball action is really hurting the Jets. They're going to have to figure something out because the efficiency out of that play is really hurting them in the first half.
Always hard for coaches to listen to us and talk to the referees at the same time.
It looked pretty easy for Juddy. Yeah, and he held back with all those 4-letter words. I was impressed.
Marcel Jones with the miss. Here's Max Darling, Corey Webster, who has been very active since coming on midway through the first quarter tonight. Here he is crowding some space, working hard on Marcel Jones with the pull-up, and just comes up short.
Yeah, he's just had trouble finishing. He's created great opportunities. That one, an excellent look, but just a 4-foot shot from about 5 feet.
0 of 5 at the moment for Corey Webster. Darling just pushing in to the side of Blake. He's called for the foul. I mentioned, Casey, that the Jets travel to the Hawks next week. Such a big game. The Rams, by the way, they're at home next Friday night against the Bulls. That game is sold out already.
Oh, fantastic. Lovely to hear. Fans who just cannot get enough of the NZNBL action here at the business end of the season.
7 p.m. on Sky Sport 2. Rams and the Bulls on Friday night. Two teams headed to the final 6. Here's Pippen for 3.
Finally finds the range. 0 for 2 before that. But he's such a dangerous shooter from outside, and you can see the pleasure with which that shot gave him.
The Jets out by 5. Darling pass intercepted. Pippen comes up with it. Blake wants to get on the skates nice and early. He has one in the corner, goes alone. That one won't go.
Difficult shot on that angle, fading away from it after crossing that center court line. Nice opportunity created, but just couldn't get that finish.
Just 2 points in the game at the moment. Javion Blake.
But creating well for his teammates.
Max Darling. That one's going to go up and over the back. Didn't hit anything. Still in play. Smith gets it back. Shot clock down to 10. Inside. Darling good to go. And he's off to the TAB on the whistle.
See that foul's on from behind. Not Danny Pippen. Looks like it's... Take another look at it. Nice drop there by Galen Smith. Max Darling going up with some power. Whistle gets blown on Blake, yeah. And Max Darling is not who you want to be underneath the rim on when he's got a free reign. Fortunate that it wasn't a much bigger highlight than it ended up being.
Here's Darling. That one bobbles around before dropping. And we're back to a 2-point margin. Early in the second quarter here at Fly Palmy Arena, Sunday sesh in the NZNBL. Hope you're enjoying it on Sky Sport.
Defensive name of the game early, just 40% for the Jets from the field, just 31% for the Rams so far.
And all of our viewers on Prime TV, of course, has Pippen with the deep 2.
That's going to be a timeout for Coach Matthew Tufale after seeing the offense bog down a little bit these last few minutes.
Taylor Britt, nice little hesitation to hold it up. The pass a little bit errant for young Tom Webley. And here comes that timeout you speak of. 7 to play in the first half, as the Jets want to have a chat about this one.
6th turnover for the Rams already, and some lazy ones. Just 8 for 26 from the field and 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. All, to be honest, good signs if you're a Rams fan, because they're not playing their best basketball right now, yet they only trail by 2 points.
Natu Tofale is right in the middle there with his troops. Let's listen in.
If you can turn the corner and get to the rim, you're there. If he helps, JB's there. Liam's in the corner now. DP's there in the corner. Liam's in the corner. JB can help. All right? Let's see if we can get the ball moving. Gentlemen, move it on a bit, all right? We're good, okay? Take care of defensive boards. Take care of the ball, all right? Come on, okay. We're in middle.
Plenty of hot things happening in the NZNBL at the moment, and the Sal's Super Special is an absolute treat for round 14. The large Fire Island pizza, just $35. Pick up only. The online code is HEAT, available till next Wednesday. And what about Galen Smith tonight?
10 points and 6 rebounds already. And he's just playing within himself, taking the opportunities as they come. On the bench now, but 4 for 6 from the field. He's got half the buckets, while the rest of the team's got 20 shots compared to his 6.
And of course, such an important player coming in for the Rams mid-season, with Ty Wynyard heading overseas.
A lot of questions on how the Rams were going to replace Ty Wynyard, what kind of player they get. They ended up going 2 for 1, getting Corey Webster as well. So that's a bit of a bonus, losing a big player like T. Wynyard.
Here onto the corner, finds Blake.
Well, Blake finds his first shot of the ball game of a nice vibe from all the way to that weak side corner. A little late for the defense to close out and recover.
Tevin Brown back into the action. Pass to Webley, gives it off. Walter Brown will fire from deep. That one well short. Heron stretches and keeps it in play.
Well, nice challenge by Liam Judd there. Was chasing to the corner, but able to get to him afterwards.
Pippen now, fancy footwork under the wing, goes hard to the basket, gets it to go, and he's back to the TAB.
Well, Taylor Britt had two hands on that one, but the strength of Pippen was able to rip it through. Then the contact from Darling down low, real aggressive. I love Danny Pippen when he's attacking the rim and not settling for that jump shot. It might have been a foul on Darling or Webley, either one of those bigs right there. Danny Pippen, the second, pumped up for his second bucket of the ball game.
Speaking to some Jets earlier tonight before tip-off, this man, Danny Pippen, was really disappointed with what happened last night. And you can see already this evening, he's geared up for a big game, isn't he?
Well, good response out of that timeout for the Jets. 6 straight points after the Rams had closed it to 2.
Tevin Brown for 3. That one, nothing but net.
So smooth. He is just such a smooth player, able to absolutely lose the defense with that crossover to drop that triple.
And he has struggled a bit with that three-point shot this season, going at just 26%, but he is good for a couple per game. We know his class. Shot clock winding down. There's a whistle gone. I think we're going to get a reset here.
Yeah, shot clock's up at 24 seconds, so they're going to have to see how much time's left. Maybe about 12?
We've got 7 on the screen. We will have a look at that in just a moment. The coin officials working busy. Just seeing if we can listen into the chat there.
Going to be reset to 14 seconds, I believe. As it looked like something had dropped back and hit a wire.
Didn't know that...
Melanie O'Connor's in charge of everything. Can she just concentrate on the officiating?
Didn't know she was an electrician. There you go. Jack of all trades.
So there's a shot clock. Has the shot clock shut down?
Not sure what's going on
so
there.
that's the problem. The shot clock isn't responding behind the buckets. That is the emergency shot clock there. So now it started responding. They think they fixed the problem. And they were just saying, hey, just in case, we've got an extra.
That's good to know. 14 seconds, that's all we care about right now. And a turnover, that's what the Rams fans care about.
Forced that one and had an open shooter on the wing.
Oh, Baxter Jr. just muscles his way through.
Well, so different when he gets that freedom of movement. You see that contact didn't come until after he had lifted off. You have to body him up much sooner in the process to dissuade him from making those drives to the basket.
He drags the margin back to 3, midway through the second. Blake, corner, Ledger, little up fake, sends it out. Heron usually good from here. That one not so good.
Well, nice pass there by Josh Ledger, though, able to get in the key and find the shooter in the corner. But that late challenge from Walter Brown, really using that length and athleticism that he's been gifted with and putting it to get excellent use.
Tell you what's been excellent tonight, this crowd.
They're into it. This is as hyped as I've ever seen a Manawatu crowd.
Lots of color, lots of noise. Baxter Jr. with the mid-range. Drops out, Heron now. Can he get busy for the Jets? Blake wants to go inside to Pippen, does now. Webley steps in to help out. I'll tell you what, nice hand. Taylor Britt just snuck in from nowhere.
Well, he's really aware when Pippen's got the ball down low. He's digging down a little bit more further than he normally would.
Baxter Jr. has a look from long range. Blake with that speed again.
Man, that is a lot of speed in transition. Almost got Walter Brown twisted up before he lost the ball.
Here's Heron on Britt, spinning, turning, no whistle.
Oh, tough no whistle there for Heron, as I thought Taylor Britt closed that gap a little too physically.
Baxter Jr. all by himself. That's good to go.
He says, finally, give me that look. He has taken a couple of them, but that one drops 1 for 3 from deep now, up to 5 points.
Averages 2 triples a game this season. Troy Baxter Jr. at 36%.
He scores in bunches. That's 5 straight. He's certainly going to come down and have another look next time he touches his hands.
All tied up. Jets are going to take a timeout, and I think they'll do that right now. Turnover for the team in green. Natu Torfale has seen enough, and he's going to have a chat to his charges. Might give us an opportune time, Casey, to have a look at this crowd tonight. Sea of green. I just love the fact that the fans here at Fly Palmy Arena dress up. Wigs, glasses, beanies, just everything going on.
But do they have a partner who sells this? Is there a $2 shop that is the Manawatu Jets $2 shop where you can go and get all the St. Patrick's Day attire, but a little ahead or behind schedule depending on what you're looking forward to?
Some of the best fans in the Cells NBL. Cells Hoopheads, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Make sure you join us. We do feature the fans every now and again as well. We love it.
Well, especially this one. That's my guy.
Especially these two.
Going to work. Well, lucky to have a chat with him before the game. He has been a fan of the Jets for 30 years now.
Amazing.
And it was the trips to Wellington that made him start spouting the green. He just saw too much red, and that's the next generation.
Next generation right there.
I think no relation, but you can't tell from the looks.
Just a quick change there. I love it.
Well, I like the timeout from Coach Tofale. As we see the fast break opportunity, Taylor Britt finding Baxter Jr. in transition, lets it fly, lets it drop. That's a nice transition opportunity of their own, but it's about the half court for the Jets. They've gotten a little bit stagnant, creating great things when they're in the full court, pushing that pace. But when the Rams are in front of them, it's been a lot more difficult.
Leading scorers tonight on the TAB stat sheet. Galen Smith has 10 points for the Rams. Danny Pippen the second with 8 for the Jets. Here's Corey Webster. Again, working well with Galen Smith. Sends it outside. It ends up with Walter Brown.
A nice rotation of the basketball. Galen Smith makes a good decision kicking that one out. Then QC with a quick whip around to find Walter Brown on the wing.
Is this the first time the Rams have led tonight?
I believe it is.
They're out by 3. Heron looking to respond on the drive. Pippen Jr. Pippen Jr. What about Pippen the second? He's a junior anyway. Hello to his pops. Puts it away for a triple.
The second's in there for a reason, Justin. And it's not because he hits twos, it's because he hits threes, his second of the ball game.
There you go. Well done. Ties it up again. Just over 2 minutes to play in what's been an entertaining half of basketball. Reaching in, Josh Ledger with the foul.
But a good foul there, as that was a short 2 points for Galen Smith, who's already got 10. You're much better off sending him to the TAB to try and see if he can keep that efficiency going from that spot. Second foul of the game for Ledger.
Well, Smith is 2 of 2 from the stripe tonight, but he is only going at 25% this season. Is Danny Pippen the second.
Showing that range. He's got a gun. He's going to let it go off. And there we see Ledger taking away the short 2 points. He heads to the bench with his second personal. Marcel Jones checks in for him. And this is the lineup that has quite often been the Jets' closing lineup this season. So with 2:33 left, they should feel comfortable trying to regain this lead, as the Rams haven't really found themselves yet. Aren't quite playing up to the level that I think they're capable of at their best, especially on the offensive end.
Galen Smith, 25% from the stripe coming into tonight, 4 of 4 this evening. Clearly, he's been doing some work. Here's Blake. Up strong, Javion Blake. That'll go down, and I think there's a foul in there as well.
Yeah, I think it's an N1. Danny Pippen, I believe the foul was on Pippen on the tip. So take another look at it. They're going to discuss it, count the bucket, and it is going to be Pippen going to the line. It's the push from behind there on Galen Smith, just out of position. And Danny Pippen, excellent effort there to shed off that boxing out effort by Smith and find his 13th point of the ball game and a chance for 14 from the TAB.
14, you said, sorry, 13. He's got 4 boards and 2 assists as well. Make that 14. And he's been productive.
He's very productive, 4 for 4 from the line. That's fact, neither team has missed from the TAB tonight. 6 for 6 for the Jets, 5 for 5 for the Rams.
Baxter Jr. swings it out. Walter Brown's hit one from deep. That one goes over the top. And Blake unable to control it. You can see his frustration. Timeout called here. Judd Flavel is calling the team in white in.
Dueling timeouts as the coaches are managing their squads very closely there. Both can see how tight and what a seesaw battle this game is, and every bucket is counting as we come to the close of the first half.
And we're not too far away to close out the regular season either. Final 6, so very, very close. Here's Judd Flavel.
Now 1-3-1, you're at the back of the zone. Okay, you got the center of the zone. All right, you got 2 fouls, no silly stuff here with your hands, okay? Give me 2 possessions defensively, and I got a sub coming for you. Okay, if you do see zone for them, get to the on-ball, kick, right, or drive off that kick to the corner. You got Troy, you got Corey, you got Walter, you got shooters all over here, okay? That's a fan zone.
Final 6, not too far away. July 20 to 23 at Trust Arena. Grab your tickets now. There's the QR code. I think we know who's going to be there, but maybe not quite just yet. TAB stats. Let's have a look at the stat sheet and some fouls.
Well, you heard Judd Flavel talk about you've got to stay out of to keep those hands out of the cookie jar because his bigs are in a bit of foul trouble. Max Darling, Tom Wembley, and Galen Smith all sitting on 2 personal fouls here in the first half.
Keep an eye on that. Back underway. Kevin Brown dumps it in looking for Galen Smith. The Jets come up with it. Did well, didn't he, Pippen? And Blake finishes off the good work.
Beautiful finish. The speed with which he is attacking the transition defense of the Rams is making it so difficult for them to stay in front of him. A lovely move.
He moves to 7. Heron has 7. Pippen has 14. The 3 imports getting busy. There's Baxter Jr. Battle off the boards, and the Jets come up with it.
Love the way Heron came in to help out his teammates who were a bit overpowered by Smith there.
Blake again, was he fouled? Yes, he was. That's against Corey Webster.
Well, he's searching out that contact, and once he felt it, it affected him and pushed him backwards. If you try to sell a little bit that or that, Corey Webster saying, hey, I'm straight up. He's closing the gap on me. Let's take another look at it. Nice job to get in there, and he does. He created all that contact from Corey Webster. He's there, but it was the aggressiveness of Javion Blake that gets him that call. To which Corey Webster is not super pleased. He's not, I'm just standing here, man. What can I do? This was a bit of a break and play to wipe up the sweat created when Blake hit the floor.
GJ Gardner-Holmes, To'ihi Basketball Aotearoa tips off next Wednesday night. Every game live on Sky Sport. The Queens and the Hoiho to start it all off this season, and of course it also features the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Looking forward to that Wednesday night. Starts, Case.
It's all upon us so quickly. Can't wait to see the To'ihi lift the level that we found last year, which was a great level, but it's going to be even better this year.
Baxter Jr.
Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. Going up to finish with the power on one side, takes the contact and gives us the dipsy-do for 2 on the other side. Look at this, nice find by Quinn Clinton in transition.
The attack.
Baxter Jr. takes that. Danny Pippen picks up his second personal foul there. So now both true bigs for the Jets in foul trouble with 2 apiece. Him and Ledger both sitting there.
Just for a split second then too, I thought we were going to get the Tallahassee Tomahawk.
Save it until it's time, Justin. It's gonna come.
Let's hope so. Liam Judd for 3. Battle, Pippen, Webley, Falcon, Pippen, 3. No, doesn't get it. That would have been a big play for the Jets. They still have it. Drew Heron, he puts it down.
It is raining triples. We talked about their 3-point rate. They've got no conscience from deep, and that lack of consciousness is rewarded by Heron there.
He has 11 in the game. Dying seconds of this first half. Here's Clinton searching to the corner. Catch, shoot, Tevin Brown.
Oh, not bad defense, but better offense. He had his eye locked in, and he's been playing excellently to keep his squad in it. 6 points for him now.
It's at 1. Pippen, oh, good pass inside to Marcel Jones. Everyone thought he was going to the corner.
He just has us all tricked. Another bucket, the 3-point lead. Could be the last possession here.
What can the Rams do? good set of hands to be in. Corey Webster, he knows the clock, he knows the situation. Doubled up high inside. Webley off the glass is good.
Still 4 seconds, got to get it in quick. Good timeout, Marcel Jones there.
Sky City player timeout called by the Jets. Of course, the Rams used theirs in the first quarter.
I think there's going to be 2.4 left in this one, not 1.7. So look at that find by Corey Webster, sheds a double. Good patience in the post by Webley to get the finish. But then Marcel Jones calls it just in time. 2.4 it looks like on the screen up here in the gym.
And of course, the great thing about the Sky City player timeout is you advance the ball. So with that, the Jets with 2.4, it looks like. That's what we have in stadium at the moment, 2.4 seconds in front of us. And now the Jets with a chance to score late. It'll come off the hand of Pippen. It's a big, big shot, and it's just short. What an entertaining opening half tonight at Fly Palmy Arena. Game on. Rams still searching to move up the ladder ahead of the final six. They're definitely going to be there. The Jets, of course, need to win to keep their chances alive. And they lead this one by 1 at the half. Galen Smith has been heavily involved in the first half. He's got 12 points and 6 rebounds. Here he is with Casey Frank.
Well, Galen, you found some nice room off that on ball. What are you seeing when you're rolling down there and your teammates are looking for you?
Just trying to find the gaps. You know, those guys, we've got some really skilled ball handlers, some really skilled scorers. And so, you know, put a lot of pressure on them. So, you know, me getting down and finding those gaps just makes it easier for me to finish those.
And then defensively, the Jets are finding a lot of activity in transition and from the three-point line. What do you have to do to slow that down?
We definitely got to contain them coming off the rebounds and just contain them in the backcourt just so they don't get those advances and those quick ones that they're getting right now.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half. And I've got Danny Pippen coming in right now, who's come out with a lot of strength, coming out with a lot of fire. What were you feeling out there, especially in that second quarter when you found a little heat on the jump shot?
I just trying to impact the game, however way I can, uplift my team in any way possible. You know, we're trying to get the win.
The Rams have had a little bit of success on the offensive glass. What do you guys have to do as a collective to keep them from keeping those inroads there?
Box out, you know, it's simple, you feel me? Never finish the play until the play done, you know, box out, don't get too overzealous and greedy for the leak outs in our fast break, because you know we like an up-tempo team, but sometimes it gets ahead of us. We got to remember to box out, contain the ball before we can get going.
Looking forward to the second half. Thanks for the time. Appreciate you.
It's a Sunday session in the NZNBL, and it's a lot of fun. Benny the Bear up and about, entertaining the crowd as the Jets lead it by 1. TAB stats on the other side of the break. Don't go away.
Indoor rowing and do competitions with the Lower North Island. We also encourage adaptive games, not only for our people with needs, but also their peers in the communities. Examples of this include golf, no limits netball, badminton, and many other sports that can be adapted. We're always keen to do more for our athletes and are quite often led by them and what they want to achieve in our communities. There's also the Canterbury Foundation, which gives us fantastic opportunities. There's tournaments, weekends, and etc., where people are trying athletics, track and field, swimming, and wheelchair basketball and rugby, etc. as well. Awesome, thank you. And who helps you with all of this? So, of course, the person with needs, the family and farmer around those people. We have an amazing group of volunteers ranging from the board. Then we have actually out there, we've got 2 sport practicum students from Massey and 1 business student practicum student from New York. The Massey Research have been absolutely amazing. We've got some of the Massey guys out there now. One just missing the ball. We're always looking for more support for practical things, safety strap repair or replacement. So upholsterers or cameras repair, for example. There's always wheelchair maintenance, equipment storage, engine fire rates, etc., etc. We've
Welcome back. Chilly outside in Palmerston North tonight, but boy, is it hot here at Fly Palmy Arena. The Jets change rooms getting the instructions from Coach Natu Tofale. They lead by 1 at the half. And Danny Pippin, the second, has been up and about tonight. Very, very productive.
Very productive, and much more productive than the first time around. 4 for 9 in the first half. He was just 4 for 23 the first time these teams met. 14 points, 6 rebounds, and I like the aggressiveness. He's not settling for three-point shots. Yes, he's hitting from out there when he gets the opportunity, but it's the work on the interior that's important to this Jets team, who normally doesn't have a lot of scoring power down there in the paint.
Can Danny Pippin, the second, keep it going in the second half? The Jets fans certainly hope so. Well, Galen Smith, pick and roll. He's been on fire so far tonight. Nice little touch around the basket. 4
for 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 4 of those offensive. All started with that move, but it's been the pick and roll action, him diving at the basketball after creating space for the guards, where he's really taking advantage. Taking those opportunities that he's been given by the guards as they look for him. Hands up, ready to score at all times. Doing a nice job of being effective without a lot of ball in hand.
Galen Smith getting up. Big, strong stuff tonight. The TAB stats, let's have a look.
As we take a look at the Manawatu Parafed Wheelies versus the Invitational team here playing in the background, but it's 39% shooting from the Rams. Not exactly what you'd expect, but both teams 5 for 15, equal there. Expect the Jets to lift their three-point rate from point forward, but what I really like to see from the Rams, bounce back from that first outing. They gave up 20 offensive rebounds in that one, just 4 so far tonight as they're winning the rebound battle.
And of course, it's all about this right now in the NZNBL with one round to play, I should say, after tonight. If the Jets win tonight, they jump up. They're still in with a chance. They take on the Hawks next week. The Airs and the Sharks, I think they're the two teams right now that you can cross out, but nervous times await.
Yeah, nervous. You have to do the math a little bit more because you have to get to 7 wins. Taranaki does not have a lot of countback then when it gets to the mini ladders. So right now, though, these Jets fans, still something to cheer for when it comes to the postseason.
Get your green on, the Green Army. Happy tonight. They're up by 1. There's still a long, long way to go. We'll see you for the third quarter on the other side of the break. Stick with us.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to take a little bit of your time. Probably Rogue's kids are on the second year of a 5-year journey, and the support of you guys, the crowd, the people, has been absolutely awesome. You are the best crowd in New Zealand. You welcomed our 3 imports tonight, my staff of Jamie and Danny. We've got our local players that are part of this, and it's grown. It's grown hugely. We've only got 2 teams in town really. We've got the Turbos and we've got the Jets, and the Jets are giving us an experience that is awesome for our children, for our kids, for our people, for our town. So thank you very, 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 very much. We really, really appreciate you. We do. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
All right, and while we're doing some thank yous, I just want to make a special thank you to 4 amazing boys that they are around.
Well, we love our Sunday sessions in the Sal's NBL. What a season it has been, and the Jets lead this one by 1. I can't help but feel, Casey, that this man right here, Mustafa Heron, might have a big, big say in the second half.
Well, he's had a pretty big say in the first half, and good work on the glass. Better work in transition, scoring the basketball. 10 points. He started the scoring with that beautiful little lefty shot there. But this is where he's found most of his damage. In transition, pushing the pace, putting the ball on the floor, and attacking the heart of the defense. 10 points, 4 for 7 from the field, and certainly has the ability to turn this one on its head.
Let's keep an eye on Mustafa Heron in the second half. It's actually been a game where the imports of both teams have had a fair bit to say.
They've had a lot to say, and when we see the leading scorers for the teams there, that's who's playing well. What's most surprising to me is the combination of Tevin Brown and Corey Webster combined for 6 points, all 6 of those to Brown. They haven't been able to get themselves really involved in the game yet. As a collective, just 2 for 9 from the field. I expect them to be much more involved in what the Rams are trying to do in the half court moving forward.
Great to see our fans out in the Sal's NBL tonight. Big crowd here at Fly Palm Arena. A couple of special mentions I need to put out there. Alex Pledger has announced his retirement, of course. His number 35 was retired to the rafters at ILT Stadium, Southland on Thursday night. Good on you, Pledge. Wonderful career, mate. And also to our very own Sal's NBL Sky Sport commentator, Taylor Johnson, along with husband Matthew, the safe arrival of Matthew Jr. late last week. Congratulations.
Congratulations, and welcome to the rest of your sleepless life.
Hey, 53 centimetres. Future basketballer.
That's good length.
Did you pick up the initials, by the way? Matthew Johnson, MJ?
You like that one?
I like it.
That's solid, very solid.
Second half about to start. In fact, we are underway. Strap yourselves in. This one looks like it'll go right down to the wire tonight, as the Rams get us underway through Tevin Brown. Thank you very much, Downtown Brown.
Quinn Clinton had to call out his name to turn and catch that ball. He was so wide open, they delivered it early. And why not? 9 points for him now, all triples, 3 for 5 from deep.
And interestingly, with Quinn Clinton out there, no Taylor Britt. Mustafa Heron, that's the man we mentioned.
Well, Taylor Britt's just come out of the locker room late, so he was getting something attended to there. Not sure exactly what's going on, but unfortunate for the Rams to not be at full strength right now.
We'll keep an eye on that one as it unfolds with Taylor Britt. Here is Quinn Clinton. Ball on the floor. Tevin Brown's just drained one big three, and he doubles it. Bang, bang.
Him and Mustafa Heron trading smiles coming back. Anything you can do, I could do better. Where is the response going to come from for the Jets?
Tevin Brown moves to 12. Back-to-back triples. Impressive. Mustafa Heron wanted it. Ledger let him go. Goes with Judd instead. Hard to the basket. Good defense. Tom Webley up strong.
But he's a big boy using that strength to great effect to stop that shot from dropping.
Pass inside. Webley will finish it off. Tevin Brown sliding through as well.
Well, I thought Josh Ledger played excellent defense, but he took himself out of the play by contesting, opening up the lane for Tom Webley to crash and finish that off the glass.
The points were hard to come by early in the first tonight, but they're coming at speed right now. Is there a turnover there? There is. Clumsy play from the Jets.
And Josh Ledger just takes his eye off it. Wasn't perfectly delivered, but just a loss of concentration there. Danny Pippen says, that one's on me. I got to deliver that better. But it's as a collective, they got to execute a nice response out of halftime by the Rams to take this 4-point lead.
There's Webley again inside. Tevin Brown, active start in this third quarter. He has been everywhere, and he'll head straight to the TAB for the bonus now.
To be honest, it's more surprising to me when he doesn't have this kind of impact on games. When you see him out there playing at this level, he looks like he's playing at a different speed. He's got so much quickness, and the ability to change speeds from his slowest to fastest comes with the quickness. What a response by him coming out of the timeout. 10 points already. Make it 11.
Not sure what was said to Tevin Brown at the half.
That's not wrong. It's 8 points total in this half. My counting is so off. I hope it's not like that when I'm doing the countback.
Don't work on the ladder, let me tell you. You're not the man I'm going to rely on. 45 games in the NBA G League this past season as well for Tevin Brown. There's Mustafa Heron, has it knocked away. Quinn Clinton gets after it. Sliding battle, it will be. turnover Jets, and that's been the tail of the tape in the opening couple of minutes here.
Well, the Rams have picked up their intensity on both ends. Look at how well they're doing rotating, helping. Quinn Clinton there jumps all over it into that passing lane and gets aggressive. Timeout to the Jets to discuss things. And it's a good time too. Down 7, Rams ball. They have to reassess and figure out what's going wrong on both ends, because this has been an excellent response from the Rams and a lack thereof from the Jets.
Hot start to this third quarter by the Rams. Natu Tofale to have a chat here. Let's have a listen into what he has to say.
All the time out down the floor, all right? Can we get the back screen? We can go fist power. If we don't get that, we reverse it. Get into an on ball. If not, we run flare. Gentlemen, take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. We're okay, all right? Transition D, we've got to get back. Tag your man, no kick ahead. Stay on that, all right? Let's go, come on now.
So pressing danger here for the Jets, an 11-3 start to this third quarter by the Rams. The Cell's super special for round 14. We love a bit of hot stuff. In the Southland NBL, the large Fire Island pizza, $35. There's the code HEAT. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Heat. Not too hot in this gym, especially for the Jets fans right now who've seen their team take that 1-point lead at halftime, turn it into a 7-point deficit in just 2 minutes and 10 seconds. But that's the explosiveness with which the Rams can play at times.
Well, what do the Jets need to do here, Casey?
Well, they need to disrupt them off defensively, because right now it's the Tevin Brown show.
Reaching in over the back. Mustafa Heron called for the foul. He steps over and has a chat with coin official Reagan Ashley. Let's have a look at it again.
Well, there's a lot of basketball up high. It depends on if there's some body from underneath. And there's a bit of a bump. You see the body close. A lot of basketball up high, but enough body contact from behind to garner that whistle. Picks up his first personal foul.
Still having the conversation, but this third quarter so far has belonged to this man, Tevin Brown.
Well, quite often when I have that conversation, back when I was playing with a ref, when it was a minimal contact, I would say, look, that's fine, you call it on me, but you better give me that same call, because I feel that same amount of contact going forward. But right now, this is a Tevin Brown show. He is absolutely putting on a clinic with 11 points here, up to 17 on 5 for 8 from the field.
There's Heron. Jets all of a sudden down by 9. Seemingly it's come out of nowhere. Ledger inside. Pippen. Cam Scott bouncing, gets it back, goes up strong. Second time from the young man.
Well, they've taken Liam Judd out. They've gone with a smaller, quicker lineup, so they're going to have to do a lot of work on the glass in this pond.
Rams reset. Quinn Clinton doing a good job in control of the floor at the moment. Tevin Brown!
He's on one, baby.
Wow.
Watch out. Tevin Brown has put this game on his shoulders, and he is running with it. 20 points in the ball game now. 14 and a half.
Rams fans up and about down south at the moment. Downtown Brown has come to play in this third quarter.
5 for 7 from deep. 71% from behind the arc. And that is a flame that the Jets have to find some way to extinguish to get a chance in this one.
Well, he's ripped this game open. Danny Pippen responds.
Well, basically his first touch of the second half in scoring position lets it fly. 17 points for him now.
All on the line for the Jets tonight. Must win to stay in contention for the final 6. A loss here does their chances no good at all. Webley backing down over the top, soft finish.
That possession came about because of where he started with the basketball. So deep was that possession. Josh Ledger a little out of control.
Back to back. No, Pippen deep on the shot. Margin at 11 now. Jets need to hold firm. Webley fouled. Ledger has his third, and Webley will visit the coloured stripe.
Well, the Rams are looking good in the pick and roll once again. Quinn Clinton just drops it off. Webley rolls hard, searches for the contact, finds it, and heads to the free throw stripe to try and hit 2 from the TAB. And the Jets searching for answers. They need to pick up the pace. Right now, it's the Rams who are the aggressors. They've lifted what they're doing in transition, put a lot of pressure on the Jets in the half court with the speed with which they're executing in the half court.
I think as the weeks roll by, Casey, we're starting to see a good partnership forming between Thomas Webley and Galen Smith, just getting better and better together, backing each other up.
And contrasting styles, Galen Smith, as Danny Pippen can't control the rebound, Walter Brown in the right spot, but the sheer size of Webley is difficult to deal with. And Galen Smith has good athleticism and power in response.
Early foul called there against Quinn Clinton.
And that's a little bit unfortunate for the Jets. They had a wide open fast break opportunity there. Mustafa Heron, a lot of room to play.
It's been a quarter dominated by the Rams. There's the foul, just stepping in with that hip. Heron was away to the races. Javion Blake, haven't seen a lot of him in this third quarter.
Haven't seen too much of him in the game, 8 points, but he's been happy to pass that ball and get it to others. He needs to be a bit more assertive moving forward.
Pippen, Heron, short, they needed that to go.
Really good look, nice execution to get it, but it's just not dropping with the same further as it was in the first half.
Tevin Brown down to Darling. Pippen niggling away. Tevin Brown wants it back. He's quickly doubled. Webley inside, had a bit of a skip. That's the travel. And the Jets get it back.
Well, it might have been a bit of contact as well. As the young fella, Campbell, was looking to put himself on the line, and that could have been a charge as well. Instead, gets the travel. That is, you know, you see a lot of guys go out there to take charges, but you are putting your body on the line when you're giving up about 8 inches and probably 30 kilos.
I feel very safe behind the microphone. Turnover, clumsy from the Jets there.
How about Quinn Clinton's response to being inserted into the starting lineup in the second half? He's forced 2 turnovers, he's had an assist out of the air ball, and he's really responded well to the opportunity.
I think Taylor Britt is back on the bench now, but we haven't seen exactly what's gone down there. We'll see if we can have a bit of a sneaky look. Here is Quinn Clinton, and he banks it in for 2. Nice drive, excellent finish.
Well, now he's doing it with the scoring position as well.
There's Pippen, mid-ranger, gets it to go.
Well, he's forced off the line by Quinn Clinton's hustle, but the patience in the mid-range, finds that spot, hits it. 11 points the difference. The Jets need some answers.
There is Taylor Britt down the end of the bench at the moment. Towel around the shoulders. Certainly not looking like he's about to rush onto the floor. Baxter Jr. Inside, Quinn Clinton. Walter Brown has it blocked by Ledger. Loose ball picked up, Cam Scott. Here come the Jets. They need a finish here. They may get one. In fact, a whistle in the end. It'll be earned from the TAB.
And then just about on cue, Taylor Britt checks into the ball game along with Corey Webster. But what a pass there. Well, Campbell Scott, look at that angle. The block first from Josh Ledger. Sticks with it, gets it. Scott, and he just somehow finds that angle. Blake picks it up, finds the contact, goes to the TAB.
Well, that's a good sign that Taylor Britt's back out there, because moments ago he was firmly planted to his seat down the end of the bench. So Rams fans, fear not. Your young dynamic point guard is back onto the floor tonight. Blake makes the first. Margin will be at 9 now, 61-52.
And this is really when it gets difficult for the opposition, when the Rams bring all these guns in off the bench. They're fresh, they're athletic, and they're looking to build on this lead.
Tevin Brown here. Baxter Jr. turns, fires away.
Well, he had options. He could have gone into high-low. Smith had great position, but he shows off the range there, banging home the 17-footer.
Scoring coming quick and fast in this quarter for the Rams. Heron started well, needs this, gets this.
Well, that's a big shot, because even that offensive possession, it's all one-on-one. The play, the ball isn't creating a lot of opportunity, and there he had the fumble to catch, so he just had to take it one-on-one, and hits a tough one, showing off the beautiful left-hand touch that he does display.
Yet another import, Casey, who came in from the NBA G League this season.
Breeding ground for Sal's NBL talent.
13 players from the G League running around in the Sal's NBL. And that margin is back to 9. Oh, Tevin Brown. That's probably the easiest shot of the quarter for him, and it goes begging.
By far, nice read by Troy Baxter Jr. there. Was that off Campbell Scott late? I think it was.
I reckon that's a Rams ball.
I thought it was Rams ball. I thought that it eventually went off Campbell Scott, but that
been given to the Rams.
That is what they're going to say. That is correct.
Well picked up by our coin officials. Here you go.
Baxter Jr. all over that pass. Read it way early, and then you see he hits it there, but watch Campbell Scott come back into the play. That bounce on the floor there. Tough to see if it hit the out of bounds line or not. Either way, Rams ball.
How good is it that we've got slow motion replays?
We're so slow we couldn't get it to the end of it.
There's Taylor Britt. He's back into the action. Taylor Britt with the triple.
And he's found a lot more confidence in his jump shot the last few games. He's been a more willing shooter from there, which he has to be if he's being defended that way.
His last few weeks from beyond the arc have been very impressive. Speaking of which, that was impressive. Mustafa Heron.
Heron up to 18. The import trio has combined for 48 at this point.
Here's Corey Webster. Scoring's been hard for him tonight. Dumps it inside. Galen Smith outside. Kaya Isaac from one of his favourite two corners.
He loves the corner, but that's all about the pass. And now lets it fly. The 1-on-5 break there. But Galen Smith, really good pass out of the catch at the dots, makes the right decision to get that triple Isaac.
Down by 1 at the half. They're now up by 15 off the back.
They're feeling good right now, are the Rams of Canterbury.
Baxter Jr. with a big three-pointer. And now the Jets have to get busy again. Marcel Jones will fire away.
Well, the Jets are falling in this trap. They're trying to chase it. They have to do it one possession at a time.
I like the Jets early tonight with their speed up and down the floor. Just being held up a little bit at the moment.
They got to get a good possession here. They got to get that ball through hands. Instead, they let another one fly. No drops, though. That's a no-no yes shot, I suppose.
It's one of those shots where the coach goes, oh, no. Yep, okay.
JVL Blake is yelling at the bench, you got to give me the ball. I need my chances. He took his chance there and did well with it.
Brings it back to 12. Baxter Jr. Oh, there's contact early there. I think Blake might be called for the foul here. I'm not sure if he initiated it, though.
It's tough to initiate when you take an elbow to the face. I didn't see the rest of the contact, but both refs had it the same way. You take another look at it.
Well,
what are you supposed to? Oh, the block's on the Heron, but so I believe that foul is on Mustafa Heron as he picks up his first personal. Yep, but he certainly wore an elbow first.
Well, we clearly saw that on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. In and out with the shot.
Nice challenge by Blake.
Inside the last 90 seconds of this third quarter. It is a quarter that's belonged to the Rams as the Jets seek some late points.
That's Marcel Jones' shot. He's disappointed not having to be able to drop that.
Baxter Jr. has it knocked out of his hands.
Oh, Marcel Jones almost would have kept possession had he not made a second effort at that one because it was off the leg of Baxter Jr.
Earlier tonight, the Hawks took down the Tuatara. What a big win that was in the Bay, and the Hawks are alive in season 2023. Kaya Isaac, same corner. Not the same result. Whistle gone under the basket. It might be against young Tukaha Cooper.
Yeah, Tukaha Cooper getting tied up there with Galen Smith, who's just doing his job, crashing the glass, and earns himself a whistle and a chance from the TAB. And to be honest, not a lot of contact in that one. I didn't see much from live, but the Rams fans are happy.
Been impressed with this man tonight from the stripe. 5 of 5, and he's shooting from the TAB this season has not been flash.
Well, up to today, that all changes tonight, as he is now 5 for 5, finding that range, just needed some new rims.
That 25% is going to skyrocket off the back of this game. There's Blake. Jets desperately need something late here. Not only to close the gap, but to get the confidence up. Mustafa Heron, tough shot in the end. It falls to Jones.
Well, Taylor Britt, a lot of physicality there, forcing Heron off the first one, but the Jets so successful that first matchup. That's just their 6th offensive rebound there for Marcel Jones.
Can they get a stop? Webster, tough pass inside, 3 seconds. Oi, is called.
Danny Pippen thought it was a foul. As the ball bounces over your head there, Justin. Got to grow a couple inches to get that one.
Wow.
Galen Smith is thinking, wait a minute, I didn't get any contact there, and no, the 3 seconds is called. Danny Pippen is convinced that, oh, okay, it wasn't a foul on me. I'm not too upset there. It's back to 12. Big possession here, always a mental hurdle to get it back to to single digits at the start of a quarter.
That Moulton was coming through at a great speed of knots.
We're not at sea here, Justin.
Slap. Pippen turns it over, and now the Rams can extend this 12-point margin. Corey Webster looks up at the clock. He knows exactly what's going on here. 5 to 4 to 3. Some space, mid-ranger. And he still can't get the scoreboard ticking in his favour. Blake with the late shot. Our clock on screen just behind the stadium clock. But that'll do us to three-quarter time. Jets were up by 1 at the half, but the third quarter belonged to the Rams. They lead it by 12. Final quarter not too far away, right here tonight on Sky Sport and Prime TV. Back in a moment. Welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena, quarter to play. Rams lead by 12. That third quarter, they came out with a full head of steam.
They came out really aggressive early, 33 points to 20 in the quarter. It all started with that man. Tevin Brown came out with a purpose, cutting away from the basketball, finding the range from deep, extremely deep on that one.
Back into the action here, Javion Blake with the early basket. Let's cross down to Jets coach Natu Tofale. And that third quarter, the Rams came out with a head of steam. What do you got to do to slow them down in this last?
Yeah, we struggled with our coverages on their guards. Tevin Brown got hot. We didn't do a good job on the defensive boards, and we turned the ball over. So, the challenges we've had in the past have come back to haunt us. If we take care of the ball, lock down on defense, get the rebounds, we're good.
And at times the offense got a little stagnant in that third quarter. What has it been about the Rams defense that has forced that ball into a one-on-one game for you guys?
Yeah, I guess it's us. We're not fluid. We're not reversing the ball, getting some ball reversal so we can have a look at other things. And the ball's just sticking. So we need to be a bit more unselfish with moving the ball.
Appreciate your time, Natu. Just quickly, how about this crowd here tonight? Fantastic to see.
Oh, phenomenal. From a year ago, you look at the crowd here, we can't ask for more. We've done a great job of, before Tevin knocks me out, we've done a great job with all our game day crew to get this final game looking like this. So
hey, good sidestep.
I'll tell you what, he's still got the reflexes, hasn't he?
Just moves to the left. No effect on the chair.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Good on you, Natu. How quick did he move then?
But it was precision movement. That's what it really was.
Timeout called here, and I can tell you what, it was the Rams timeout, because it certainly wasn't the Jets. Natu Tofale was very, very busy with us. 10-point margin. The Jets have come out with a couple of baskets.
They've come out a little bit more aggressive, creating some opportunity, but it's about the defense. Much more committed on that end, getting hands in passing lanes, forcing those couches out beyond that three-point line, so key.
So the Rams with some early words here in the last quarter. Game's certainly not over. And the Jets fly home with a storming comeback tonight and keep their final 6 alive. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Have a look at this. Natu Tofele talking to us. Hey, you better get out of the way.
And then right back to the chat. Right back to the chat.
Didn't miss a beat, did he?
Focus. I think he could have taken the bump.
Good to see. Team merch, there's the online shop QR code. What do you like, the white or the green, Case?
Oh, I'm a big fan of the green.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm Irish.
Yep.
How can I go against the Jets in this St. Patrick's Day party that's 10 games a year, 9 games a year, sorry, I hope.
First time I've heard that. You're Irish?
You had no idea?
Not before then, anyway. Something for us to discuss during the week. Back underway. Here's Danny Pippen the second. Can he come up with something massive here? Gives it off. Tukaha Cooper. Back to his import centre. Drives hard to the basket. Marcel Jones. It counts.
That would have been a shot clock violation, but Danny Pippen's shot just grazes the rim. Excellent crash by Marcel Jones to pick up the team's 7th offensive rebound, his 2nd. And this is the second half.
And we're back to 8. Tevin Brown, got to close him out quickly with the form that he's in tonight.
Well, they're making the shots more difficult for him. They're getting the space to a greater effect.
Javion Blake. Will that go? It does. Another 2 for the Jets. Javion Blake, he wants it counted. Don't worry about it, mate. It's down, and you're off to the TAB for the bonus. Let's have a look at this one again.
Yeah, for me, when I heard the whistle, he picks it up. The foul's right there. It looked like he might have got another dribble in there, but gets away with it. That's why you always get the ball up on the rim. You never know what the decision's going to be. And what a response from the Jets here to open this quarter. They have made it a ball game again after it looked like it was going away.
8-0 run by the Jets. Make it 9. And their season is alive.
How about this import trio for the Jets? 19 for Pippen, 18 for Herron, 18 for Blake. They are responding in kind as a collective.
Margin back to 5. Walter Brown up and under. He has his arm collected.
Oh, just so athletic, gets up there, raising to the rim, looking for the finish, but gets in a bit of trouble. Is going to have to go to the other side, and Marcel Jones gets on it. Walter Brown gets the call, so he loses the angry. Heads to the TAB for 2.
First foul for Marcel Jones tonight. Ledger has 3, only Ram in any foul danger. For the Rams, Quinn Clinton has 3.
Yeah, the Bigs have done a nice job of staying on those 2 personal fouls apiece, Webley, Darling, and Smith.
Long way to go in this game. Jets taking flight early in the last here. Tukaha Cooper for 3. Back of the iron. And it takes out a bit more than that.
Good look, though. As well as the imports are playing, they need some help. Other guys have to continue to get themselves involved. Marcel Jones has done so a little bit of late on the offensive glass. He's got 6 points, but that's the next leading scorer outside of the import trio.
Taylor Britt back into the action, inside, outside. Walter Brown gave up the shot, but he went all the way to the rack.
This back line of defense there was still scrambled after the initial drive, and he took advantage with a lovely finish on the finger roll.
So the Rams steady, but Marcel Jones answers.
Marcel Jones with a layup in transition, running the lane and getting rewarded with it. He looked like a young man had he dunked it.
What is he now, 36, 37?
Fresh as a daisy.
Galen Smith knocked out of his hands by Blake. Good work, Jets, and here they come. Pippen keeps it in, back to Blake. Blake inside. Marcel Jones looked like he got a bit of a shove there. Rams come up with it. Walter Brown, young man, doesn't get the roll.
A tough decision there by Javion Blake. That's Marcel Jones. He was there, but he wasn't set. He wants the foul, but it's been a physical game. And you had the transition opportunity. You're closing it down. He wasn't looking for the basketball. You know, he wasn't set. He tries to fluff it out.
Does get a hand in his back, though. Max Darling's left hand in the back.
but he's running full speed. He's not set. He's not trying to post up, so that doesn't look like much. And it would have been a tough angle to pick up. They want that call, but you have to just be a bit more deliberate with it. Have to value that basketball like gold. 10th turnover of the game for the Jets.
And Marcel probably needs to let it go now. Still having a chat there to the officials.
Oh, you know, you get through the free throws. You're allowed to have a little bit of a chin wag.
Bit of downtime.
Let a man express his opinions.
It's like a coffee break on a Monday morning, isn't it? 9 points. Danny Pippen the second.
Good shot created, but I'd like to see that same move just after that ball gets through hands a little bit more. Force this Rams defense to work.
Just Taylor Britt. Darling now. Tevin Brown, who really lit this game up in the third quarter. Mustafa Heron right there with him. Brown breezes by him, goes all the way deep. Pippen maybe got a hand on it. Now the Jets come back strong. Marcel Jones from deep. No, can't put it away. Heron keeps it alive.
Really close to a travel there from Mustafa Heron.
Chuck Flavel maybe agreed with you, Casey. Pippen with that lanky step goes over the top for three.
Danny Pippen. That is not an easy shot, but he drops nothing but twine with the step back. 22 points on the day. 4 for 8 from behind the arc.
How many times have we seen Danny Pippen do this?
That's not bad D. Smith's all over him. He challenges it well, but nothing but nylon.
Margin at 6.
Interesting move here, putting Wembley into the game as Josh Ledger comes back in. Who's going to be matched up? It's going to put Max Darling on Danny Pippen, who's got a better ability to stick with him out on the perimeter.
Pippen has got a little bit of a height advantage, not too much. Here's Tevin Brown. To Walter Brown, to Darling, easy pass for him. Bad miss in the end.
Well, he's expecting some contact, didn't find it. Pippen initiates the break the other direction.
Now the Jets with a big chance to keep closing this margin. Terrific comeback so far in the last quarter. Cooper inside to Pippen with Darling. Here's the matchup we just spoke about. Shot clock 4. Round the back. How smart was that?
He had nowhere to go because I loved what Taylor Britt was doing there. He just sat on it, took away the ability. But Danny Pippen with the find to Javion Blake. Beautiful pass.
That might be the assist of the season right there.
Well done. Well, and perfectly delivered. Sometimes you see a big try that one out, and it's not quite catchable, but just put it on a platter for the Blake finish.
Well, if Javion Blake puts this down from the TAB, we're back to a one-basket game.
Well, what a fight back from the Jets. Outscoring the Rams 12-8 in this quarter.
3-point margin. Here's Taylor Britt, this crowd finding some voice. Corner, Walter Brown keeps it in, Max Darling, big shot drops.
Huge triple from Max Darling. Danny Pippen was saying he was held a little bit trying to get there.
Here's Heron. Young Cooper getting some important minutes here for the Jets. Javion Blake. Oh, the hot pass to the corner. Too hard for Cooper. Going to get a timeout here. Jets want to have a chat. They're right back in this game with 4:21 to play. Javion Blake, 21 in the game. Pippen the second has 22. Heron has 18. Tevin Brown with 20 points leading the way for the Rams. But this Jets team, they've fired up the engines. They're motoring down the runway and they're still in contention. Here's Coach Natu Tofale.
Anytime in the game, they're going to keep targeting on the pick and roll. So let's go to the
The offense, they're turning it when
I just help Max in the three, you feel me? So, like, what do you want us to do right now? Yeah. If you don't help, that's wide open.
Yeah, let's just switch on that, Denny. All right, communicate that. We can't give any open threes, so if we have to switch, just switch, go out and get them. All right, and guard, you might have to pick up a big. Hey, offense, we're in two-side transition. JB, you got the ball. If you can give him a quick punch early, try and get something downhill. If not, we're still in man, all right? We're still in this thing. If we run regular, let's get cutters and movement on the weak side. Be in a space so you can shoot the ball, all right? Let's go. Come on, we're here.
15-9 run by the Jets in this last quarter. Their final 6 hopes still alive. Tickets on sale now, July 20 to 23. QR code will help you all the way through to the ticketing website there. We'll see you at Trust's Arena. Looking forward to it. What have the Jets changed up here, Casey? It's been a good run.
They got more aggressive defensively. They've pushed the Rams out of their comfort zone. You see they're not getting the catches on the three-point line. They're getting their hands in passing lanes. And offensively, they've been a bit more aggressive, haven't settled quite as often as they were in the third.
4-time Sal's NBL champion Casey Frank right here with us tonight on Sky Sport and Prime TV as Max Darling misses the triple.
Another offensive rebound, the 11th of the game for the Rams.
Oh, Taylor Britt. Easy stuff, quick stuff, slick stuff off the glass for 2.
Got to find that weak side help. That's been a few opportunities on the drive that the Rams have been able to find.
Pippen, the 3. That one rings out.
Big board by Wembley. Inside traffic. Jets had an opportunity at it. Not a bad look, but they can't afford too many more misses.
Got to get a stop here. Britt Darling. Those two have teamed up plenty of times over the years. Taylor Britt and Max Darling. What a finish from the big Rams forward, sneaking in.
So powerful.
Pippen responds. Yes, he does. Margin at 8. Nervous times here at Fly Palmy Arena tonight. The Green Army on the edge of their seats. Taylor Britt has come to life in the last 90 seconds, draws the foul, he'll head to the stripe.
Well, he's got reserves of energy. Spent a lot of time on that bench that he's not used to. And an impressive performance offensively from the Rams, especially considering they haven't gotten anything from Corey Webster on that end. Just 0 for 5 from the field. 0 points for him, but how about Max Darling showing off that athleticism? He is a powerful finisher when you give him space.
Join the TAB, deposit 10 and get a free 50. The bonus bet, the Sal's NBL official stats partner in season 2023. The TAB, T's and C's apply, R18. And of course, bet responsibly. Here's Taylor Britt with his second shot. It's good to go. And the Rams get that buffer.
And that 10 points makes it pretty difficult. Just over 3 minutes here playing. They got to find baskets quickly.
Pippen, can he get busy? Heron steps around Tevin Brown, gets him in the air. They miss each other completely. The shot misses. Cam Scott puts it back.
Don't know how Tevin Brown avoided the foul there after Heron got him up in the air, but the effort by Scott rewarded with the bucket.
He's going to be a young man that will enjoy watching for years to come, I think, Cam Scott. Really like what he's done this season. Really like what Taylor Britt's doing right now. He has come out in the last few minutes and turned this game back the way of the Rams. Pippen, Darling fouls.
Well, just one-on-one basketball. Max Darling got a little bit out of position on the crossover.
Give us some Taylor Britt stats.
Well, Taylor Britt has come out 3 for 4. Not sure what he had in the first half. It wasn't much. 10 points now for the game. 2 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Wait, Taylor Britt, 2 blocks?
Absolutely.
That is correct.
Pippen knocked out of his hand. No whistle, he wanted it. Walter Brown, here come the Rams. Here comes Walter Brown. Here comes Galen Smith. Timeout Jets, 1:58 to play. The Rams have responded in a major way, out by 13.
Galen Smith up to 16 points, 10 rebounds. He has been highly efficient, 5 for 7 from the field, and once again on the offensive glass, getting it done. The last matchup between these two teams, it was the offensive rebounding prowess of the Jets that got them the win. Well, that's the 12th offensive rebound for the Rams that's led to 14 second chance points.
Sal's Hoop Edge, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Join us around the desk on Sky Sport. We'd love to have your company. And don't forget the Sal's NBL highlight show every Tuesday night, the best bits from every round. 1 round to play in the regular season, round 15. There's some big games coming up as well. Can't wait as we head down towards the final 6, and there are still spots up for grabs.
There are still spots up for grabs, possibly just spot. Possibly just spot once we do the math, but looks like the Saints have got that one locked down. I gotta say, those Halloween masks in green are really frightening to me.
Here's the Cells NBL ladder as it stands at the moment. If the Jets go down tonight on those wins and losses, it looks like 6th spot might be down to the Hawks and the Giants.
And what a matchup that would be. That is the lone countback.
I think so.
That the Hawks don't own is against the Giants right now.
You're right. Giants next week away to the Airs, at home to the Sharks. Hawks next week at home to the Jets. Still a couple of minutes to play out here. Rams by 13. Mustafa Heron short on the long-range attempt.
And now they're just speculative shots being tossed up, hoping they'll drop down. And it's all about running that clock down for the Rams as Tevin Brown gets another backdoor. This one from Max Darling.
Seen that a couple of times tonight. He goes to 22. Tukaha Cooper to come in for Mustafa Heron, and maybe that's the first sign that the night is done for the Jets.
Oh, 15 points the difference now. A solid effort from Manawatu.
Got it right back in that third, didn't they? Javion Blake called for the travel.
Well, trying to find that contact, can't quite get it. Highly efficient day for Blake. 7 for 11 for the field, 21 points, 7 assists. But that's his 4th turnover.
Taylor Britt. Been so important in this last quarter. Walter Brown quickly moving and spinning. Galen Smith, another 2 inside. He moves to 18 in the game tonight to go with 9 rebounds. He has played a pivotal role in this Rams victory. The Jets, do they turn it over? No. Shot clock counting down. Danny Pippen II getting busy, up and over.
And they just haven't been able to create enough opportunities at the free throw line. Been stuck in that mid-range, and when they have gotten to the cup, they haven't been able to put a team that was in decent foul trouble early in the first half deeper into it.
With that last rebound, Galen Smith with a double-double tonight. Max Darling in from the corner, cops a little bit of a bump. And I think he'll head off to the TAB stripe here with 33.6 to play. Some substitutions coming in. Here's that foul. Max Darling tonight, 11 points.
Well, he's played well, especially in this second half. And it's not just the scoring, 11 points. Lighter on the glass than you would expect, just 3 rebounds, but has had a couple of nice passes. Doesn't have credit for assists. I know he's got at least 1.
The Jets will be disappointed with this late fadeaway. And it looks like their season fades with it. Danny Pippen, the second tonight, 24 points, 10 rebounds. He's also got a double-double. He's had a big game. But the Rams have been able to storm back. Javion Blake, Pippen now. Tough one to put away. That one knocked out of play by Taylor Britt. And how about Taylor Britt's performance late in this game?
Yeah, he came off and really infused a little bit of energy, some shot making when they needed it. A lot of the other avenues were shut down, but he opened up some driving lanes as well as he got one from deep. And really was able to close this game from 3 for 4 from the field. 2 for 4, 2 for 2 from deep.
Another turnover for the Jets, sorry Casey, and I think that'll just about do us tonight. Late opportunity here for Kaya Isaac. Hits the corner of the backboard. Javion Blake in front of the home fans for the last time this season earns a late trip to the TAB stripe.
Looking to improve that stat line just a bit. Sitting on 21 now, taking one last look for the home crowd of that speed on display in the transition game. And that was the recipe in that first quarter, but just not enough of that ingredient in the second half. Couldn't create those easy buckets as the Jets were held to 45% shooting and just 36 from deep.
Has 7 assists tonight. Javion Blake to go with his 22 points.
And as surprising as anything is the Rams, more three shot today. Just couldn't get the volume that the Jets normally are able to create.
Blake matches his season average, 23, and that'll do us tonight. So an entertaining game. Jets led it by 1 at the half. The Rams blew it out early in the third. The Jets fought back in a major way, and then the Rams have steadied it. And at the finish, they win by 16. The Rams are headed to the final 6. The Jets, the task looks a little too hard from here. Rams on the double in round 14, take down the Sharks by 9, and now the Jets by 16. They head home to a sold-out crowd next Friday night when they take on the Bulls. No tickets available for that one. The Jets on the road to take on the Hawks. The big news earlier today, of course, the Hawks defeating the Tuatara, who went in with 10 straight wins. The Hawks get them by 12 without Ethan Rusbach, who missed the contest with injury, and the Hawks season is very much alive. The property brokers Jets come together in the middle for the last time this season at Fly Palmy Arena. Lots of good things to come from this team this season. It's a program on the move. It's a program with some changes, and they are dragging in the fans in a major, major way. Good signs and big things ahead for them in the future. But it's been about this team tonight. The Rams finding some form as they head towards the final 6. And they will be heading to Trust Arena with the intention of claiming their first championship since '92. And how about the Jets here? Thanking the fans for season 2023. Max Darling, big dunk in that last quarter, and he's found some form late in the season. Here he is with Casey Frank.
Well, Max, you guys came out determined in that third quarter. What was the halftime chat that it was able to have you guys find that second level of energy?
Yeah, most of the games this season we started off really slow in the third. Pretty much all we talked about was just having longer time out on the court before we start the quarter, and that's helped us a little bit against Southland, but a lot tonight.
Tonight, especially in that third quarter, Tevin Brown, absolutely fantastic, finding the range from deep. What kind of infusion does that give your squad when he's able to just put the team on his shoulders offensively like that?
It gives us a lot of confidence. We know he's a great scorer, so when he gets going, all the shots start falling for everyone, and then we just get in the flow. Defense turns to offense, and we like to run, so it always works out.
And I think what was key for your victory this evening was enabling the Jets not to get those offensive rebounds they did that first time around. You didn't have a lot of to do on the glass in terms of stats, but a lot of boxing out there. What was the mindset? What was the battle like at?
Yeah. We just had to make the first hit. That was the goal. Make sure they get off the boards. They killed us in the first game, and that was part of the main reason we lost the first one. But yeah, just finding bodies, hitting them. Doesn't matter if you don't come up with the rebound as long as they don't get it.
And heading into the last week of the season, your finals position secured, playing for seeding. What's the mindset? What are you guys thinking of? What are you looking forward to close it all?
Yeah, we just got to keep pushing. We're still building as a team. We're growing.
Side of the break. Don't go away. Round 14 in the Southland NBL comes to an end. The Rams get the Jets by 16. Danny Pippen II did all he could for the team in green. Here he is with Casey Frank.
Hey, Danny, difficult finish to the game tonight. You guys came out so strong. What was it in that second half where things turned and you guys couldn't find the flow?
Just turnovers and defense. We turned the ball over. We gave it away to them too many times. And they just did what they were supposed to do. They capitalized off our turnovers and the offensive rebounds that we were allowing them. They just did what they were supposed to do. Like, we gave it to them, being honest.
A difficult season to finish that way. I think that makes it tough to finish the playoffs. But how about this crowd tonight? They've turned out. They're still over there signing autographs. They've loved what you do. A lot of support. How does it feel to play in front of a crowd like that?
I love our fans, man. Our Jet supporters, man, they're everything. You feel me? This is probably the best fans I ever played in front of. I love them. You know what I'm saying? They always encourage me, always here for me, and the team. Like, in general, they just always show up. You know what I mean? And I've been hearing that it ain't never been like this before with the crowd. But just like how they take us in and make us feel at home. Like, even when you're around at the market or anything, like, it's real love here. I really love the fans. Like, I love the support and I love everything they add to the team. Without them, we would be nothing.
Well, all love from you, all love from them. Back to you. Appreciate the time and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
TAB stats for tonight. Casey, take us through them.
Well, we see low percentages by both teams, but that certainly lifted by the Rams in the second half. But look at those rebounds. The Rams bounced back from the initial performance, won that rebounding battle, especially on the offensive glass, containing the Jet squad and limiting those opportunities for those second chance points they needed so much.
Live ladder, this is what it's all about, and we know 5 and 6 is in play. Giants, Hawks, Saints, I think it's down to those three right now. Huge round coming up with one to play next week ahead of the final 6. Speaking of round 15, here we go. Thursday night, Airs and the Giants. Friday night, Rams and the Bulls. Nuggets and the Airs with the early one on Saturday. Hawks and the Jets. Massive game for the Hawks on Saturday night.
Oh, that's going to be the one. They got to get it, but it doesn't get easier for the Giants. They've got to win both to give themselves a great chance, and they're finishing up against the Sharks on Trafalgar Center in Alex Pledger's last game.
Can't wait for the Tuatara and the Saints as well. Crowd, sea of green. The Jets go down, though. Rams get it 99.